You know, it's Tuesday, and that means that it's TouchPoint with TouchPoint. I want to thank you so much for being able to hang out with us, and I hope you've been enjoying these as much as we've been enjoying sharing the time with you. It's been really a blessing to our lives, so thank you for letting us hang out together. So today's TouchPoint, we're going to look at Romans chapters 5 through 8. And let me just say before we go any further that if you haven't been in this section of Scripture in a while, boy, you may want to go there and do some reading. It's biblical gold, scriptural gold in this section. We believe that the entire Bible, all the way from the beginning to the end, every word is inspired by God. It's His Word. But for the New Testament believer, for those Christ followers, this portion is so instructive. I mean, you could study it for years and barely scratch the surface. There's so much here. So you may enjoy going there. I'm going to share something with us, and it's just very simple. It's very short, and it's out of Romans chapter 5, verse 10. And it says this: "For if, while we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of His Son, or if at the same moment we were enemy combatants to God, He reconciled or brought us close or bought us back to God." That's an amazing fact. How much more, now having been reconciled, we will be saved through His life, saved or made whole or complete or made right or made alive through His life. Life was a big deal. Christ's life was a big deal to the Apostle Paul. It'll be just being a few chapters, Romans chapter 12, verse 1, as a matter of fact, where he'll say, "I beseech you, brothers, I beg you, brothers, to offer your lives as a living sacrifice to Christ, which is your reasonable form of worship." It's there's no other options, that's it. The idea of a living sacrifice is not one that we kill something and give it to God as though dead stuff makes God happy when we kill things, but rather it's to say your life lived with Jesus flowing through it, Him in you living. That's the thing that makes God happy. That's the thing that He's pleased with. Here's my point. It's a good thing, and you know with me, that we have lives that have been redeemed, that we begin living in a way that's right. We obey the rules. We obey the laws. The sin that we used to live in no longer has a hold on us. We clean ourselves up. That's a good thing. But it's so much better, friends, when we live lives according to Jesus. We live a life that would be infilled by Him and lived out before Him for other people. We'd be like this conduit, Jesus' very life through us for a dead and for a dying world. Oh, that's a big deal. Because we have to know that dead stuff does not make God happy. Live stuff, a life that would love to have Jesus live in it, fill it, and then be poured out for someone else. A conduit, given away. That's the thing that makes God happy. And that's what we're called to do. We're not called to stop doing bad. We're called to do good, because that's where life is found. Life isn't found in killing stuff and stop doing bad. Life is found in receiving Jesus and doing good. And you know that with me when I say that. So I want to encourage you today, as you go ahead and spend your time with the Lord, let's lean into His life and how we might be set aside, our hands and our feet, our hearts, our minds, our attitudes, our wills, to be lived before Him and to be His life for this entire world. Hey, can't wait to see you on a Sunday, either here live on campus or on the online campus. Either way, we're sure are looking forward to seeing you. So you're doing good, probably better than you think you are. So keep it up. Keep on pressing into Jesus, because He is one that makes us doing better than we think we are. We love you. Keep on walking with the Lord, and we'll see you on Sunday.